Welcome to the tutorial or the walkthrough for the teacher planner. I'm going to show you how first to get this into GoodNotes, and then I'll take you for a bit of a walkthrough and give you some tips to get started. If you're new to GoodNotes and want a GoodNotes 101 tutorial, head to the Simplicity Matters website, and there is a tutorial on there that will give you how to get started with GoodNotes and some of the basic functions. What I recommend that you do, whether you're downloading this from the Google Drive link or directly from the Etsy store, is to do it on your iPad where you have the GoodNotes app installed. It's much easier. I also recommend if you're downloading it directly from Etsy, go through the Etsy website, don't go through the app, because often that won't work. So you're going to want to download this first. This planner comes in a number of different versions. I'm showing you on my Boho Rainbow, but it doesn't matter which version you're using, the layout and the pages are all the same. It's just that the design and color palette will differ slightly. I've downloaded that. Now I'm going to hit the upload button, and it's going to ask me, where do I want to save it to? So if you see the GoodNotes app here, if you can't see it at the top, scroll down there and then you can see it at the bottom there. Either place will work. So you're going to say opening GoodNotes, and it's going to say import to current document. I want to import it as a new document. And once it has downloaded, you'll see it appears in this section. So I've got all my planners here. I'm going to go into the teacher planner, and let's start our walkthrough. So we've got our cover and it opens into a double page spread. So there's a little note from me as well as some links to a planner tutorial, which is this one that you're watching me film now, how to use the digital stickers and add them into your planner. I have a digital sticker pack that comes with each planner, so that will give you a bit of info onto how to use that, as well as links to the store, KJKCreates, to my website, The Simplicity Matters, where there's lots of helpful tips and tricks, and a spot where you can jump in and join in the monthly newsletter where that I send out. Quick note from me giving you some updates about what's going on, whether at KJK Creates or the Simplicity Matters, as well as a bit of a digital freebie each month. Underneath that is a colour palette, and each of the planners includes a colour palette, and what's really cool about this is that it has the hex codes, and you can use these hex codes to create a customised colour palette that you can use for your planner. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. You can see along the top there are 3 tabs, one that will take you to the cover, to the index page and to the extras page, and then tabs down the side. This planner goes from January to December. If you have bought the July to June planner, the Northern Hemisphere teacher planner, don't worry, you'll see that your tabs along the side go from July down to June. And the other difference will be when we get to the calendars, you'll see that you've got calendars that match a July to June school year. This one just shows you the January to December school year. So we can click through to the index, and the index has all your yearly pages that you will need to set up your year, as well as 7 blank tabs that you can use to customize your planner. So you can either navigate through these links or by swiping. Either way will work. It's important to note that this pen tool in the top right hand corner, the one with the pen and the little swirl, if you've got that clicked so that you can use your GoodNotes functions, your tabs won't work. So if you click on them, you'll notice it's not working. So if for some reason it's not working, just check that you've got the pen tool clicked off. First is our 2021 calendar. If you've got the July to June version, you'll have a 2021-2022 calendar. A year at a glance, a space for you to write all the different things that you need to. Holidays, when reports are due, when you've got PD, all those different things that you need to keep track of, or there's a linear version as well that you can use. Space for your classroom layout. If you're anything like me, you change your classroom layout fairly regularly. So there's one here, but you can copy and paste this as many times as you need to, so you can keep track of all the layouts that you've got. A schedule. There is an alternate schedule at the back. This one works. Student information. Spot to put your grades. Again, you can copy and paste this as many times as you need for each key learning area. That will work really well. And then we come into the monthly section. Now you can navigate either through the side tabs or you can swipe. You'll notice that this is undated. That means that you can use this year after year. And down under the Sunday tab, you'll see week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. That will jump you directly to your weekly spread. After your monthly spread, if you swipe through, you'll see for each month there's a space for you just to think through the month that's coming. So set your goal. What do you want to achieve for this month with your students, with your professional development, some action steps you're going to take, spot to reflect and just jot down some notes or important reminders, important dates, student birthdays or teacher birthdays, and tasks that you need to complete for this month. Head back here, and if we click on the week 1, this will take you to your week at a glance. So you get just a bit of an overview, any special days that are happening, what you need to do for this week and what you need to do for next week. And then we come to your daily spread. So a spot to put all your lesson notes, a schedule, just things that you need to remember under notes, and a spot for, okay, what do you need to plan for tomorrow? As you get these ideas, I know I do through the day, I just quickly jot them down. So that is your monthly, and then weekly, and then daily spread. And there's a week for each month. So you've got plenty of space to plan what you need to. Let's head over to the extras section. So this is the extras section. It's important to note that these extras are not linked. So you don't click on these, you swipe through. And that way you can copy and paste them as many times as you need. So you go through, there's a spot for meeting notes, just plain notes page. You've got a spot for birthdays. I use this to keep track of all my student birthdays. A small group, strategy group planner, lesson plan. If you need to leave a lesson plan, it's really easy. If you use this, if you're going to be away for the day and you want to leave a lesson plan for your cover teacher to be able to print out this page. So if you click on this share button, it will give you all the options and you can just hit print and it will print out either the whole planner if you want to, but you can just select a page. So it's a great option to just quickly print out or even email off your cover plan for the day without having to rewrite it all over again. A space to keep track of who the volunteers are in your classroom so you know who you need to thank at the end of the year. A communication log keeps track of all the communication that you need, whether it's phone call, email, interview, what's happened and any notes from that. A password tracker for all the passwords we need to keep track of for different subscriptions or websites that you're involved with. A spot to track your professional development and keep track of all the hours that you've done. An alternate daily spread. So if you prefer your day split up into periods, then you've got that option there. And an alternate weekly spread with times. Hopefully you're not at work until 6, but I've added that just in case. Another alternate daily spread. I use this one for the weekend. It's just easier for my weekend, but you can use that for your week too if you want. And you've got a blank page, lined page, dotted page, and a grid page that you can use. So lots of different templates that you can use to make this planner your own. I'll quickly show you how to do that. So if you go into the index, and for example, I like to have each section. So I might have a section for my professional development. So I'm going to turn on the pen tool. I'm going to make sure that I've got the color that I want selected. And in the colors, you've got your pen colors here, which you've got your presets, but then you've got your custom ones. So if you want to, you can use the hex codes at the beginning to type in the hex code. It will give you that exact shade. You press the blue addition button and it will add that shade to your presets. And so you'll be able to build up a color palette, and you can do that for your pen tools. And if you click on the highlighter, you can do the same thing. Next to the colors, you've got your pen thickness. So I've got mine set to 0.9. I generally use anywhere between 0.3 to 0.9, depending on what I'm doing. And it's also important to note that the more you zoom in, the easier your writing will be, the neater it will be. So I'm going to make this one my professional development tab. Once I've written it in there, then I can go across to, just turn my pen tool off, go across to this next tab, and I'm going to do the same thing here on my cover page. Okay, now that I've done that and I've named my tabs, I'm going to go and add the pages in that I want. So you can either navigate this through your thumbnails or through your pages. So if I click my pen tool off, in my professional development, I'm going to put in my professional development tracker, which is this page. So if I click over into my thumbnails, which is the 4 squares at the top, and then it brings me to that exact page. So you can see that it's got thumbnails of every page in the planner. I click on select and I'm going to tick that page and tick copy. It's going to copy it for me. Now I can either scroll back through my thumbnails to get to where I need to go, or I can come back to my index, click on tab 1, and I'm going to want to put it right here. So I'm going to go back to my thumbnails. There it is. And so I'm going to hit add page before, paste page, and it will paste that professional development page right in there. I can duplicate that by clicking down here and hitting duplicate as many times as I need to. So if I go back to here, you'll see that I've got the page in there straight after my tab 1. Now you can do that anywhere in the planner. I also like to do a small group tracker every month because I tend to change up my strategy groups every 4 weeks or so. So at the beginning of each month, I put a small group tracker in there so to help me with planning my strategy groups. So that is about it. It's a really great planner. It has everything you need, plus the ability to customize and make it your own. I know that it's going to be a massive asset to you and your classroom and your students this year, and help you just keep everything together in one place. Enjoy.